Hey, and welcome to my studio. Do you know these days where everything seems to go wrong? Today was such a day, and I'm using this opportunity to share with you the mistakes that I did today, and maybe it's helpful for you. So today I had the idea to create a watercolor painting, and this is already the first mistake because I had a clear idea and it was impossible to match that expectation. As so often with watercolors, as everything becomes fluid, it's really difficult to match the exact idea that you have in your head. So for me, the learning is that I can have an idea, but if it's too fixed, I'm not flexible enough, and then I become stuck during the creation process. So with watercolors, for me, it's really important to stay flexible and go with the flow. So as you can see, I started to paint, and then happened the second mistake. I used too much water. It happened that it was too much water on the paper, and the paper is already a bit dissolving in some parts, so it's horrible. But I thought, if I would like to continue again, and I say no, I will not continue again, so I just continued with the same paper, same painting, and yeah, you will see what happened. But with this too much water, it's a big mistake with watercolors. Also, too less water is possible, so it's not always easy to find a good balance, how much water to use with watercolors. Also depends on what you would like to paint, of course, but for me there's not that one idea how you can fix this mistake. There are many possibilities, but the learning is just to try by fail and error. So you try, and from time to time you get a better feeling how much water you want to use or not. So it's just practice, and I mean, practice is also fun because I enjoy painting. So what's the point of being sad about this? So just continue to practice. So my learning is, the best is to see every new painting as an experiment. I mean, I can throw it away if I don't like it, so what's the point of being that much stiff in my idea? So it's much more fun if I see every new painting as an experiment, and then it's a surprise what happens, instead of having that fixed idea and that pressure on myself to do everything perfect, because this leads to disappointment. So as this painting continues, you see that I chose this yellow color for in the bottom and also in the top of the painting in the upper part. But then I thought that I didn't like this yellow color in the upper part of the painting. So before I had that idea, but then I thought, no, I don't like it. So you can see that then there comes another color and another color in the top. And yeah, so, but actually later I discovered that this yellow was a really good foundation. So this mistake turned to be a really good choice later. And as I think at the end it looks super cool, because you can see just a bit this yellow in the back, and it gives this bright atmosphere in the top of the painting. So actually I could turn this mistake of choosing this yellow that I didn't like into an advantage at the end, but this was just all by intuition. It was not that I did this by purpose, but sometimes if I'm just continuing, these strange things in the beginning can turn out as really nice and beautiful in the end. So this is also a learning for me, to just continue and trust yourself, and then you see what happens next, and maybe there's coming up something beautiful. As I told you in the beginning, I used too much water, and maybe you can see that some small areas are peeling off, but the paper is still very good, and I don't think it looks ugly. So actually it was not that dramatic as I thought in the beginning. So it also turned out to be not that big mistakes. Sometimes I feel that I am doing everything wrong and everything is not going in a good direction, but it's just in that moment. If I look at the painting later, actually these small mistakes can turn out to be really beautiful and unique parts of the painting. So my message is just to continue and see at the end, or see one day later, you look at the painting and then everything looks totally different as you thought in this moment. then comes the part of the birds. I love that part because the birds, if once they are not good, it's really difficult to correct anything. But okay, today I chose a brush that was too big, really, and also it was too much water. With the birds, it's so important to have a good color that makes a contrast, and also if you have too much water, everything becomes so fluid, and then the birds are no birds. So I don't know if you can see it, but I did it one time with the too big brush and too much water, and then I thought, okay, how I can fix that. And then I chose a little bit a smaller brush and lesser water and white, and then I painted again with the white color. And actually at the end, for me it was a wonder, but if I look close, I think they are really ugly. But if I take a step back and look at the painting from a bit of distance, they are perfect. So a miracle happened, and somehow at the end I feel that the birds are perfect. But with the first view, if I look really close, I thought they are completely a feature. But yeah, sometimes it can turn out that if you have a look from another perspective, things seem to be different. So for me it's helpful to sometimes take a step back and look at the painting from a distance, and then I see different things. And yeah, it's interesting and also very helpful during the painting process to sometimes make a break, take a step back, look from another perspective, and then there are new ideas. So I hope this video was helpful for you. At least I'm always enjoying to paint, even if I'm doing mistakes. I mean, for me, it's about enjoying this process. I love this painting process. And even if I throw away the painting at the end because I don't like it, it's not a problem because I enjoyed this process, and I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you found that this is helpful for you, I would be really happy if you can like this video and maybe comment. Maybe you can comment also what you're doing, what kind of mistakes you are doing, and what was helpful for you. Maybe that can be also helpful for others. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.